Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to cover block download in SharePoint Online. So in the last video, I've already covered one way by which you can block the download, which is creating your custom permission. And in this video, we are going to cover two topics, which is blocking download through access control or blocking download through conditional access policy. Okay. So the very first method which we are going to see is blocking access on unmanaged device or through access control. So access control is a setting in SharePoint Online which allow us to block downloads on unmanaged device. Unmanaged device means that the devices which the company is not managing on their own, like personal laptops. They are not managed by the company. They comes under the category of unmanaged device. Okay. So the easiest way of blocking the download is the setting access control on unmanaged device, but it also has a limitations. Not one limitation, but there are many limitations. So it actually affect all the organization, users, devices, SharePoint sites, or the complete environment. Because once it is applied to the tenant, you cannot exclude devices or user or sites from this policy. In order to exclude the users, you have to use the Intune policies or Intune portal to exclude user, because until and unless you register your company device in Intune portal, okay, this will keep blocking the downloads. Okay, so this is why most of the companies do not use it. They go for conditional access policies because conditional policies are easy to configure and easy to manage. So we'll look it into the conditional policy as well, that how you can configure it, how you can configure it for all the users, and how to select the specific applications. Okay, so these are the comparison table, and these are all the recommendations and slides. So I will share this PPT with you. Now let's look all these things into the practical. Okay, so this is my SharePoint environment. I'm into SharePoint Admin Center, and under policies, I have this access control setting. Okay, and under access control, let's click on this unmanaged device. But like I said, that it will affect all the site collections. Okay, and if you want to exclude users, then you need to manage it from the Intune. Then it will again increase your workload. Okay, so let's look into the settings. I will select this allow limited access, web only access. And once you are done, just click on save, configure. Okay, just click on save. So we have configured this to allow limited access. So it will take some time for propagate all the changes. Okay, but let's quickly see if my tenant is pretty much short, because I have only few sites, so it should not take more than 5 to 10 minutes on my tenant. But let's quickly check it from a different user. I'll just quickly log in from a different account. Okay, and I will be selecting this user, Elena. So I have configured this policy on my tenant, so I should see a pop-up on the SharePoint sites that the download is blocked. Okay, or it should say some organization policy or anything like that. Okay, let's just quickly check that. Okay, okay, let's open any site. Any site is fine. I'll just quickly open it up, and let's say, okay, now you can see that on the top bar it says your organization policy does not allow you to download the files device. You need to use a device joined to a domain or mark compliant. Because unfortunately, this is my personal laptop. I do not have domain configured on this machine, so I cannot show you how you can uh, domain make a PC joined to a domain, or how can you mark it as a compliant in India. So, although this is a different topic, we'll cover that in later videos. Okay, but let's see if I can download any document or not. Okay, so I'll go to any library here and I'll try to download the content. Right, let's see this one. I select this and let's see if I'm getting any option to download. I'm not getting any option to download here, so it means that the setting which we have done, it's successfully applied to my tenant. Okay, now let's look into the method 2. Right, let's go back, and in order to configure the policy, we have to navigate to Azure portal. So navigating to Azure portal is pretty much simple. You just type in portal.azure.com and hit enter. You will be navigated to this very portal. And in here, although you can search from here, search for conditional access. Okay, the option will show up automatically like this one. So I will select this and I need to configure one policy for blocking the downloads. So I will just click on policies and I will click on new policy. Okay, let's give it some name to it. Let's say SharePoint download. Okay, okay. So everyone or even I will recommend to use this conditional access policy because it is easy to manage and can be controlled at granular level. So granular level as in you can exclude or include users or group shares. I'll just include my domain account, which is this one. Okay, select and I will include all the users. Okay, I have excluded mine, so it will exclude my account. And where I want it to be applied, I want it to be applied on SharePoint. So I'll just come here, select here, and I will select Office 365 SharePoint Online. So let's wait for it to appear up. Okay, so you can see that the fourth option, this Office 365 SharePoint resource is Office 365 SharePoint Online. The the policy is applied to all the user except me. Okay, and what I want that the download should be blocked. So I'll just click on session. Okay, I will click on use this one, use conditional app access controls. I will just select block download. Okay, and you can also select multiple settings according to your need, right? But I just want the download to be blocked. Select, and I will just on. Okay, I want it to be applied on all the platforms like Mac, iOS, Windows, everywhere. Okay, and if you want, you can select multiple conditions that you want the device should be MFA enabled or account should be MFA enabled, compliant, or anything. You just set all these things. Once you are okay, once you are fine with all the settings, just select on and click on create. So the policy will be created, and depending upon the size of the environment, it will be applied. Okay, so my tenant is pretty much all, but it will still take some time. Okay, and if I try to access the document, I will get same information or panel in the top bar itself, like this one. Okay, so this is how you configure the settings for unmanaged devices to block the downloads, and this is how you configure the policies for uh, locking download through Azure portal. So I hope this was a benefit to you, or this you find this video helpful. And if yes, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for more useful videos like this. Okay, so see you in the next video. Till then, happy learning. Goodbye.